Om Shanti. Today is Murli, 29th March 2022. Essence. Sweet children, the more you serve the yagya with lot of love, the more income you will have. By serving you become free from bondage and your income accumulates. So by serving we can become free from our bondage and we can accumulate income as well. This is the essence of today's Murli. Question. What method should you use to keep yourself constantly happy? Answer. Keep yourself busy doing service, and you will remain constantly happy and also continue to earn an income. At the time of serving, you should not have thoughts of wanting to rest. The more service you do, the more happiness you will have. Be honest and serve with lot of love. So, the more we do servicing, the more happiness we will get. That is the essence. Also, we should be honest and serve with lot of love. Along with serving, also become sweet. You children should not have any weakness. Song. This time is passing by. Om Shanti. Who said that? The father said it to the children. This is the matter of unlimited. When people become old, they think that a lot of time has gone by, that only a little more time remains, and that they should therefore do something good. This is why they go into a stage of retirement and go to the spiritual gatherings. They feel that they have done a lot for their household and that they should now do something good and charitable. To go into the retirement means to renounce the vices. It means to renounce your relationship with your home and family. And this is why they go to spiritual gatherings. Such things do not happen in golden age. There is little time remaining. There are burdens of sins of many births on your heads. Claim your inheritance from Father now. Those people go into the company of sages, but they are not given the aim of having yoga. However, they do commit fewer sins. Greater sins are committed through vice. They leave their business also. Nowadays, they are in the tamopradhan stage, and so they do not let go of their vices. Even people who are 70 or 80 years old have children. The father says the kingdom of Ravan is now to end. Very little time, very little time remains, and you must therefore continue to have yoga with the father and continue to spin the discus of self realization. There are a few days remaining before you return to home. There is a huge burden of sin on your heads, and you must therefore make as much as time as possible to remember me. So, in this time of getting busy every day, we should remember our Father continuously. It is because there is huge burden of sins on our heads. So it is empirical that so as to free from this burden of sins, we have to remember our Father. You have to do your business and perform actions because you are karma yogis. You have to spend 8 hours on this. This too will happen at the end. Don't think that only the old mothers have to remember me. No, everyone's death is now close. These teachings are for everyone, so that every age group of people should continue to read this Murli. because it is not for only old mothers, it is for everyone. So that is why Baba says, don't think that the old mothers have to remember me. No, everyone's death is now close. These teachings are for everyone. You also have to explain to young children. We are souls and we have to come from Supreme Abode. This is very easy. You also have to sustain your households. You have to receive these teachings while staying at home with your families. Then, by becoming the serviceable, all your bondages will be cut away automatically. The members of your family will themselves say, you may go and do service. We will look after the children or employ a maid. So they too will benefit as a result of that. For instance, when there are 5 or 6 children in a family and the mother wants to do godly service and she is good and serviceable, a maid can be employed to look after the children because there would be benefit for her and also for others. Even both can be engaged in doing service. There are many methods of serving. Service can be done in mornings and the evenings. A mother's class needs to be during the day. BK should not rest when there is a service to be done. Some children keep a time specific deliberately free for themselves and feel that no one should come during the day. Businessmen and those who have jobs do not sleep during the day. Here, the more service you do for Baba Yagya, the more income there is. There is a lot of benefit. Remain busy doing some task throughout the day. Remain very busy at exhibitions. They say, Baba while speaking, our throats began to choke. This is because they have to do that service suddenly. If they were to do that much service all the time, their throats wouldn't choke. When the habit is instilled, there won't be tiredness. Not everyone can be the same. Some are very honest. The more service they are given to do, the happier they become because they also receive a return and so they remain engaged in doing service very well. You have to become very sweet. All your weaknesses should be removed. Praise of Sri Krishna is sung of his being full of all virtues. Here everyone has devilish traits. Become so sweet that no weakness remain. However, that can only happen when you remain engaged in doing service. You can go anywhere and do service. Liberate everyone from the chains of Ravan. First of all, create your life. If we just remain sitting idle, we will incur a loss. First of all, do this spiritual service. Benefit others. Make others wealthy and free from disease. Make their lifespan long. Throughout the day, you should think about these things. Only such children can be seated on the heart throne and also on the other throne. First of all, give Father's introduction. The Father is creator of heaven. Do you know him? What is your relationship with your Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul? So, what we have to do is we have to ask others. We have to give our Father's introduction by asking, do you know about him? What is the relationship you have with him? So such things needs to be asked. Give them the recognition so that they are able to forge their love with Father. The Father says, I come at the confluence edge of the cycle and change hell into heaven. Krishna cannot say this. He is a prince of heaven. He continues to change his form. Explain the picture of tree. Brahma is standing at the top in the impure world. That one is impure and is doing tapasya down below. There is also dynasty of Brahma. Only the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, comes and purifies the impure. Impure ones become pure. Krishna is called the ugly and beautiful one. but they don't understand the meaning of that. You can explain that this one is impure. His real name is not Brahma. Just as the names of all you were changed, in the same way, the father also adopted this one. Where else would Shiv Baba have brought Brahma from? He doesn't have a wife. He must definitely have adopted him. The father says, I have to enter this one. The father of the people cannot exist up above. He is needed here. There first of all has to be this faith. I enter an ordinary body. Because of the word cowshed, they have shown bulls and cows. They haven't written anything about how the cows were given knowledge or how the cows were stolen. They have portrayed Sri Krishna in pictures as a person who looked after cows. Such things do not exist in other religions as much as they do in this religion. All of that is fixed on the path of devotion. You children know that the old world is now to be destroyed and that the new world is being established. Baba explains, by knowing this world cycle, you will become prince and princess in the future. You will claim a high status in the land of immortality. Whatever you are studying is for the future new world. You will shed your old bodies and take birth in royal, wealthy homes. At first, you will be children, and when you grow up, you will build first class palaces. This applies to you. Shiv Baba says, just as Mama and Baba study very well, so you too should study and you will claim a high status. Stay awake at night and churn the ocean of knowledge and you will remain happy. The mercury of happiness only rises at that time. During the day, you have bondage of your work, etc. At night, there are no bondages. At night, if you go to sleep in remembrance of Baba, then Baba will shake your bed in the morning. Many write about such experiences they have had. When children have courage, the father definitely helps. Pay a lot of attention to yourselves. The religion of sannyasis is different. However big the genealogical tree of any particular religion is, only that big a tree will be created. Those who have been converted to other religions will go back into their own religions. For instance, there may be 10 to 20 million actors of the sannyasis religion. There will be then just as many again. This drama is created very accurately. Some become converted to one religion and others to another religion. All of them will then return to their own religions. Let this knowledge sit in your intellects. We say, I am a soul, I am a child of Shiv Baba, this whole world belongs to me. I have become a child of Shiv Baba, the creator. I am a master of the world. Let this enter your intellects, for only then will experience you a lot of happiness. Also give happiness to others and show them the path. Become merciful. Also serve the knowledge you live in. Invite everyone. Give them the Father's introduction. If they want to understand more, tell them. We will also explain to you how this world cycle turns. There is a lot of service to be done, but there are sometimes bad women even over good children, and they don't have any interest in explaining to others. Otherwise, you should write to Baba. Baba, I did service, and this was the result of it. This was how I explained. Then Baba would become pleased. He would then understand that you are interested in servicing. You should go along to a temple, sometimes to a crematorium, and sometimes to a church. Ask them what is your relationship with God the Father. Since He is the Father, you should say in words that you are His child. He is heavenly the God, the Father, and so He would definitely create heaven. It is so easy. And progress further, many calamities will come. People will have disinterest. People have disinterest when they go to a crematorium. This will become the condition of the world. Instead of this, why should I not follow the path to find God? They then go and ask their gurus for ways to be liberated from those bondages. You have to sustain your children and also do service. Look how many children Mama and Baba have, those limited households, whereas this Baba is a master of unlimited. He explained the unlimited brothers and sisters. This is the last birth of everyone. The Father has come to make you become like diamonds. So why do you chase after shells? Mornings and evenings serve to become like diamonds. During the day, do your business worth shells. The intellects of those who become used to do service will repeatedly remember Baba and they will develop that practice. They will continue to give the aim to whoever they are working for. However, only a handful out of multi millions will emerge. If not today, then tomorrow they will remember that such and such friend had said something to them. If you want to claim a status, you have to have courage. The easy yoga and the knowledge of Bharat is very famous, but no one knows what it was or how it was done. All those of festivals etc. are of the confluence age. In the golden age, you have the kingdom. All the history of is of the confluence age. It is only now that you know where the golden aged deities received their kingdom from. You know that you claim the kingdom and then lose it according to how much service each of you does. The exhibition service now continues to increase. You will take the projectors to all villages. This type of service will expand a great deal. The number of children will continue to grow. That path of devotion will then have no value. This is fixed in the drama. You cannot ask why this happened. Why did this happen? If I hadn't done this, that would not have happened. You cannot even say this whatever happened in the past was fine, but be cautious in the future. Make sure that Maya doesn't make you commit any sins. Storms will enter your minds, but you must not perform those actions through your physical organs. Many useless thoughts will come. In spite of those, continue to make effort to remember Shiva. Many useless thoughts will come, but in spite of this, continue to make effort to remember Shiva. Don't have heart failure. Some children write Baba for 15 or 20 years. I remain pure because of illness. But nevertheless, my mind is very bad. Baba writes, many storms will come and Maya will distress you. But don't indulge in vice. Those are the karmic accounts of your sins. Only with the power of your yoga you will they be finished. Only with the power of your yoga will they be finished. But don't be afraid. Maya is very powerful. She does not leave anyone alone. There is plenty of service to do. Any of you can do as much as you can. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found serviceable children, number wise according to your efforts, love, remembers, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bab Dada. The spiritual father, Namaste to spiritual children. The spiritual children says Namaste to spiritual father. Essence of Dharma. During the day, perform actions for the livelihood of your body and definitely do spiritual service in the mornings and the evenings in order to make your life like a diamond. So, what would be the essence? During a day, we should earn our livelihood for our body, but we should do spiritual service in the mornings and evenings. We have to liberate everyone from the chain of Ravana. Next, remain very cautious that Maya doesn't make you commit any sin. Never commit any sin with physical organs. Remove all devilish traits. So we have to be very cautious while doing any karma. We should not commit any sin. Blessing. May you claim a certificate of contentment by having tapasya from your heart and a right to receive blessing from everyone. May you claim a certificate of contentment by having tapasya from your heart and a right to receive blessing from everyone. Many of you give yourself a certificate for your chart of tapasya, but you can only claim a certificate of everyone's contentment when you have tapasya from your heart. When you have love for everyone in your heart, and when you have the consciousness of being an instrument and have pure feelings, then only your tapasya will be successful and you will reside in everyone's heart. Such children remain such children claim a right to receiving blessings from everyone. When 95% of the souls give you a certificate of contentment, and it emerges from everyone's lips that you are number one, you can then claim such a certificate of blessings from everyone's heart and become equal to the Father. Slogan. Know that time is invaluable and use it in a worthwhile way, and you will not be deceived at any time. Know that time is invaluable and use it in a worthwhile way, and you will not be deceived at any time. Om Shanti.